First of all, I appreciate we are into November and 2022 is nearing conclusion. Hopefully you've achieved most of, if not all, you set out to achieve at the beginning of this year. I know I certainly haven't. I get easily distracted and my mind tends to take me in different directions. Something I need to work on in 2023. So before we look at the list, we have to ask ourselves two questions. Do I use a laptop as my only means of editing, or do I use it for convenience when not able to sit in front of the desktop? And am I a Mac or a PC? Welcome to Visual Storytelling with me, Gary Fernon, the podcast where I talk things photography and video that help you create better visual content for yourself and your clients. I currently use my laptop for everything due to my desktop being on sabbatical. However, when it decides to want to return to work, I will always favour editing my photos and videos on a desktop. I just find the larger screen a more pleasurable process. I appreciate that I can use adapters to have dual screens, and I may consider this if I can't get the desktop back up and running. Which leads me on to asking you if you have any recommendations as to which screens I should consider. What I will say for the laptop though is how impressed I have been with its ability to cope with the large file sizes and tasks I tend to put it through. It very much functions like a desktop, so do we think that desktops are soon to be a thing of the past? So the team over at Digital Camera World have compiled a list of what they believe are the best laptops for photo editing and that can also double as super fast home workstations that will cover every eventuality. A machine with a fast processor, plenty of RAM and a large storage drive, I would suggest are a must-have and absolutely no compromise. But before I run through the list, remember, just because one is at one and another further down the list does not mean that one is better than the other. It's important to remember when considering this type of purchase, it has to be right for your needs and abilities. Otherwise, you'll end up disliking it and potentially giving up on your passion. It's just something to bear in mind. Now, there's 12 on the list, running from 1 through to 12. At number 1 is the MacBook Pro M1. The 16-inch 2021, 2 Razer Blade 17, the MacBook Air M2, the Dell XPS 15, at number 5 the Lenovo ThinkPad X1 Carbon Gen 9, number 6 is the Microsoft Surface Laptop Studio, at number 7 the MacBook Pro M2 13-inch 2022, at number 8 the Asus ZenBook Pro Duo 14, the Razer Blade 15 at number 9, the LG Gram 14-inch 2021 model at number 10, HP Spectre by 360 14 OLED at number 11, and at number 12 the Acer Predator Helios 300. Now that you've heard the list, how do you choose the right one for you? So here are 5 things to consider before making that decision. And number 1, screen quality matters. Choose a screen that has IPS display tech. Now, IPS monitors or in-plane switching monitors leverage liquid crystals aligned in parallel to produce rich colors. Now, if you're editing photos and video, I would suggest nice rich colors are quite important. And number 2, speedy storage. An SSD, solid state drive, is a must if in any new laptop. 512 gigabytes is a minimum if you are working with 5K video, 4K video. Consideration number 3, so graphic novelty. Dedicated graphic cards are great for gaming, but they're not a necessity for photo editing. Today's processors can more than adequately deliver for photo editing. However, if you edit video as well, then you may wish to consider a graphics card, as this will only improve the experience. Consideration number 4, which processor, which CPU? Typically, laptop and desktop chips have 2 or 4 cores, known as dual core or quad core. Some newer models have 6 and even 8. The more cores, the better, because it allows your computer to run multiple tasks at the same time without slowing down. So important thing to remember there, that more is better. Okay, and in consideration number 5, and this is very much a Marmite subject, you are either a Mac or a PC. What laptop you use or recommend and why? Let me know in the comments, or you can tweet me at Gary Fernon. Until next time, be creative, be inspired, be you.